Stop recording. Speech off.
Alright, so, another time. Oh my gosh, I keep getting interruptions. For those of you who have tried to give me some information on the Braille and Speak, thank you for doing that. Even though the Braille and Speak is over 20, 30 years old, really, it's old. But there's one device I'd like to look at and review for you guys, which is the Braille and Speak Scholar with Double Talk. Yeah. And basically, I've never really gotten to the point of any of my videos, so the one thing I know about the Braille and Speak is that it can hold up to 30 files. And if you don't know what a file is, it's basically another term for a document or something, like a document or a record of something. Record, document. The term document has been around for a while because it's been used in like history and stuff, you know, like history books and stuff. Where in some history books it would say it has been documented. It has been documented. Yada yada yada, whatever. I don't know, but yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to say that's basically a file, something that you can contain sentences and words in. It's like a document. In the past, it was paper, literally, until like the 1980s. You got the Braille and Speak, which is an electronic device, which is a Braille PDA, basically, for old people. It is a Braille PDA. For some, it's a Braille note taker, or just the term note taker. You get me? Note taker. And I don't know how blind people in the past were able to use those things in class, because you got a limit of 30 files, and yet you gotta make that thing last all year. Really, you gotta make that thing last all year long in school back in the 1990s and early 2000s, if they had it. Well, you know, computers also existed back in the 1980s, so it was also, you know, true that you had to have a note taker back in the 80s named the Braille and Speak. Braille, as in the code used by blind people to read certain, it is a code used by blind people to read information on paper or on a Braille display. So yeah, that's basically it. But on a Braille and Speak, let me just bring my camera over here, and here we are. Let's go to a Word document. Might as well. I'm using JAWS, which is a screen reader. I'm going to turn this down for the sake of this video. Okay, I'm going to go to Word because that's what's on. It's Microsoft Word, so like a word processor for the computer. So I'm going to enter on that. And then what we're going to do is, I believe, enter twice. I'm going to enter another time.
Document.
Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is Okay, let's see if I can try to do this. I'm gonna lay this right here and see if it can do something. So what I did was I'm gonna go back up a line. I just typed, "How are you guys?" on the Braille display, because you can connect a Braille display and use it on a computer. So that's what I did. If you couldn't see that, look right here. Right here. Now, I know some of the pins are not working, but if you can see, that's HOWARE, the contraction for U, as in YOU. And then I just spelled out guys, GUYS, and then I should have put a question mark, my bad. So let's back up. And I'm going to use the computer to do, like, okay, so to do a question mark, you just do shift and the slash. If you don't know that, that's basically how you do a question mark. And you can do like, it's like a word processor almost, but it's Word. It's a program on the computer. So, so that's basically what I did. I just tried typing that. Now, that's how it is on a Braille and Speak. Now, the thing I don't know about is how do you erase something? Sure, you can do delete. You can do a delete command and delete a character, but that would take too long. I don't know the exact way to delete something, but, you know, to enter something, you would do exit. You would do the E chord, which is dots 1 and 5 in space to enter on something. So, on a Perkins style keyboard, there are 9 keys on the basic Perkins style keyboard, which are dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space on the bottom, and on the very far left, well, not on the very far left, but at the end, like right next to dot 3 is the backspace key. But on a Perkins keyboard, on a Perkins typewriter, it is the enter key or the return key. So on the other side, see, it's reversed, okay? So, and like, it's kind of hard, you know, where the backspace key on a Perkins style Braille keyboard on a Braille display or note taker would be, that's where the new line key would be, or the line feed or whatever key would be, and where the enter key on a note taker or Braille display would be, that's where the backspace key would be. So yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, but that's how they did it in 1951 when they made the original Perkins Brailler, and yes, I know that for a fact that it was made in the 1950s. It was a typewriter, like any other typewriter that you'd ever see, only instead of a QWERTY keyboard, like I assume that would be, it would be what is now known as the Perkins style Braille keyboard. But on a Braille and Speak, there's no backspace or enter key. Instead, you got the 6 keys, dots 1, 2, and 3, and dots 4, 5, and 6, and the space bar. That's it. That's all you got. And it doesn't even have, like, it's small, okay? So it's like the size of a cassette tape or something. It's small. Like the size of a VHS tape. It's almost like the size of the keys on the Braille display that I got right here, and minus the enter and the backspace key, and minus the actual strip of 40 Braille cells. See, on a Braille display, you could just hit the backspace key and that's it. But on a Braille and Speak, can someone tell me how to erase something? Or can you erase something on a Braille and Speak, like how to erase not a file but a character on like a file? And what I mean by character is, like a letter or a contraction. That's what I mean by character. So, yeah. Basically, those things cost around $2,000 to $3,000. Back in the past they were. But now, note takers cost anywhere around $3,000, which is the BrailleSense Polaris Mini, and about up to $7,000 to $8,000, which is the Braille Note Touch. Now note takers are running Android, like the Braille Note Touch being the first Google certified Braille tablet. And I wish I had that. Oh my gosh. But that is real expensive. Try 14 of the Apple Watch. Try 14 of the Apple Watch, and that's how much the Braille Note Touch costs. About that much. But yeah, they're still expensive. They're real expensive. And I'm talking like real expensive. The BrailleSense Polaris, however, has a touch strip. If you don't know what that is, it's like a strip that you can use gestures on, like on an iPhone or like on an iPad or on an iOS device or an Android device. But that's on the full-size Polaris, which has 32 Braille cells. I don't know about the Mini, but the Polaris Mini, I can't speak. The Polaris Mini note taker from HIMS, it is a BrailleSense, that runs Android, but it's a mini version of the Polaris, of the full-size Polaris. But that would have 20 cells. Now, if you want to imagine 20 cells, divide a 40-cell Braille display in half. Only the strip. That's how you get 20. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's how you get 20. So 40, that is a lot to consider. There is a Braille display, however, that you can read a lot at a time. It's called the one-page Braille display, and it's like you can read a full page of a book. That's what I found out on the internet. There's like a one-page Braille display. That's what I'm meaning. That's what I mean. It's like take a full Braille page out of a book, but then place the strips. Imagine about 26 lines of 40 cells, because I'm pretty sure that's how many lines are on like a Braille page or something. So imagine 26 strips of 40 cells. Now if only I could do the math in my head, which, let's see, 26 times 2 would be 52, and times that by times 13. Oh my gosh. So 52 times 13. Oh my gosh, that's a lot to ask. How about let's do 20 times 26. So 10 times 26 on 100. So 226. 252 times 2 would be 400. Let's see, 504. So over 500 characters maybe. I don't know, but it's a lot. The normal Braille display is a one-strip line going across on a note taker, or it can just be a Braille display with a strip. So I am typing on a See, I have the volume on the thing turned down. If you really want to know how cheap a note taker can get, just look at something with 20 cells and a limited word processor. Really, someone just made a really cheap, very somewhat affordable note taker with 20 cells that, what I tried talking about in another video, that it can be a Braille display or a note taker. It just depends. It's an R something, I don't know. I forgot. I guess I was too focused on the Braille and Speak. But, you know, if I were to imagine a note taker being about $500, something very, very cheap like take an Apple Watch, and that's what a Braille display has. The all-in-one Braille display / note taker. I'm actually going to. Whoa. I just did Cortana. So I'm going to escape out of this. Oh no, I have to do Alt F4. Save. Yeah, of course I want to save. Wait, learn more. Want to save your changes? Oh my goodness. Save it. I want to save it. Come on. Come on. TEST. Ellipsis. See, that's the thing that I used. Now, I had the volume turned down, so I'm going to look up note taker for $500. Just so that I can try to look at what I'm trying to look at. I just wish that guy would stop. Alright, Google is up, so note taker works for 500. Man, it's slow. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, never mind. That didn't bring up anything. So, basically, yeah. The note taker that I'm talking about actually has a limited word processor and can do limited stuff. But it does do something. I can tell you, it does do something. So, yeah. I'm practically done, guys. You're practically seeing what's up there. Goodbye.
Speech on. Camera chooser. Front facing. Button. Camera chooser. Front camera chooser. Back. Stop recording. Button.
Oops.